Hey everybody, it's John here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today, back in Master Chief Collection ODST DLC, grabbing the Classic Achievement. This is to beat any level on Legendary difficulty without firing your weapon or using your grenades. This is best done in Uplift Reserve, which is the second level. So from the start, what you want to do is you want to run on over until you see the Warthog right here. And you want to take cover behind it, let your Marines take up all the damage, because this is on Legendary. And when the coast is clear, you want to hop into the driver's seat. Doesn't matter if you have a gunner in it or not, but as soon as you get into this, you want to hurry up and get over here before the Covenant puts bullets in your face. You want to get here quickly so you don't run into that first Wraith, and you can slide in on the right. Watch out for the chopper, and once again, this Wraith, you want to kind of wedge yourself on the right. I got caught up on that, but if you're quick enough, you can make it past it, no problem. Alright, once you get to this little pit stop, you can grab a first aid kit off this wall if you need it. You should also get a checkpoint. Make sure you swap the Warthog for the Ghost. The Ghost is way better for this achievement because you can boost and that won't void your achievement. Another note to keep in mind, if you hit right trigger when you're in the Warthog to use its horn, you will void the achievement because that counts as using a weapon for whatever reason. So follow this path. You want to be on the left. Once you hit the lake, you want to take a hard left. I always get lost here for some reason, but make sure you do that. Once you're here, you want to boost up on this part of the wall. It's the highest point in the wall where you can boost up it and still avoid enemies. So make sure you go that way. Run over these 4 grunts and then quickly swap out your Ghost if you took any damage. Always switch out vehicles when you have the opportunity to. Alright, so you want to follow this path. You want to stay on the right and keep going until you hit this speed bump right here. Once you go over this speed bump, you want to keep your eyes on the Phantom, because if it spots you, it's going to shoot you, so just back up and wait for it to fly away. You should also get a checkpoint, which will help out a bunch. Once it leaves, what you want to do is you want to go out, and you can either go over the rail, but we're going to take a left, and we're going to try to boost along the cliffside right here. It's a little tricky because this thing isn't exactly even terrain, but the Ghost can do this. You just gotta kind of wedge it through. And this is the best route because there are no enemies here, and this will get us a good starting point in dodging the Wraith that's coming up. So I just want to keep boosting along here. Just try your best. If you do get stuck, just hop out and flip your Ghost over and jump back in. If it gets really stuck, you can always just reload the last checkpoint. You can reload checkpoints without voiding the achievement, which is pretty cool. Once you get here, you have to drop down, and you have to hurry and make this gap between the chopper and the Wraith. And remember, the Ghost isn't really good at making tight turns, so just try to wedge it through, and you should make it. Once you're in here, you want to get across the bridge. There's a Warthog on the right there. Just ignore it. Stick with Ghosts because Warthogs aren't really good for this achievement because they're super slow and not that easy to maneuver and flip over easily. Once you get here, you can grab this health kit off the wall and swap out your Ghost for this one. You should also get a checkpoint, which once again helps out a bunch. And hop into the new Ghost and then head on outside and just follow this path. Nothing really exciting here. Once you get to this area, you want to hop over the speed bump and you want to head up to the right side, and you have just barely enough health to get up this hill with these 2 turrets right here. You can boost up on the wall, but it's a little tricky. You might get stuck and the turrets might mess you up, but you have just enough health to make it up here, and there's also a health kit at this little gas station right here, so you should be good as long as you are hitting the gas all the way. Hop back into your Ghost because there's a Warthog there, and you want to stick with the Ghost, especially for this next part. This is another tight turn. You have to turn wide here because there's a box there that you can get stuck on, and if you do, the Wraith's going to mess you up. Try to pull out through here. You should get a checkpoint if you make it far enough. You can also take cover behind that rock right there in case you need it. Follow this path. You have to turn left here. I recommend killing the 2 brutes here because they have brute shots, and those will mess you up. They'll usually spin your Ghost out of control. I don't recommend grabbing that Ghost because it's behind a barricade with some grunts. You just want to punch it to the end right here, hit this last speed bump, and then take a hard right. If you do get stuck, you can always hop out of your Ghost and just sprint towards the end. Doesn't really matter as long as you make it over that cliff in a vehicle or not. You should end the level, and you should get your achievement for a 20 gamer score, and that's all there is to it.